All right, Conscious Growing Gardener family. You know what I'm talking about? We in the building. We outside, y'all. We out in nature, right? A little rainy out here in Ohio, right? But we hanging out anyway. You know what I'm saying? The other day, I know you guys saw the kohlrabi, right? Or maybe you didn't. I probably put that on Facebook. I'm doing both channels sometimes. So we did the kohlrabi. But today we want to just talk about a little something, without getting upset about it. But just, spread the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you a smaller channel like we are, we just getting over here on YouTube. We really did big up on on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, because we got 1.1, which is not huge, but decent size, 1.1 followers over there on the Conscious Growing Garden channel. But over here, since we've been over YouTube, we noticed that since we've been on here, it's a beautiful thing, but you also got a lot of content stillers. So a lot of times bigger channels, what they do is they will listen to you, watch your channel, and then they'll use your content. And I tell people all the time, I don't have a problem because I'm spreading a lot of information. I don't mind people using it. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to, give me for you to give me a shout out or to recommend my channel or how about this? How about if you're gonna use my content, let people know where you got your information. You know what I'm saying? You ever had somebody spit you a poem or a rhyme and and later on you find out it's KRS Ones or 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 Lil Durk's rhyme. You just didn't know that particular song. You get home and you hear it again on the radio or on another tape or video or something that you watch it later on. You be like, man, that's the same rhyme that person kicked to me a little while ago, right? And now you realize that they just taking stuff from other people and then giving it back to other folk. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they got talent or they got smarts, right? We have a problem with this. This ain't just on YouTube, y'all. See, don't think that this is happening just on YouTube. This goes on in the world, period. In families, okay, in business, okay, between brothers and sisters, right? This goes on and even with siblings. I mean, people, you'd be surprised who will take from somebody else, right? If you got a sibling, a lot of times, and it depends on what kind of person you are and your mentality. If you got a sibling and you live in the projects, and that other sibling lives in the in the suburbs or whatever, it depends on how y'all was raised. That person might be think they better than you. They might be doing better than you, but that don't mean that they are better than you as a person, right? I'd rather have the convictions of my heart and who I am as a person than a bunch of money and success and all that. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to live in the suburbs. It's nice to have, a housing. It's nice to not have to worry about where your kids gonna go to school at, all that kind of stuff. Or have, even though we homeschool people, but even when we did let our kids go to the schools, my kids went to suburb schools. It's nice for all of that, right? But it's also, what's more important than that, then it's no matter where you live, it's how you live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your heart towards mankind, how you treat other people, how you treat your own people. You know what I'm saying? How you treat people you don't know, right? So that let me tell you something. You treat people that you don't know, or they don't know you, and they not of your ethnicity or your color, right? Then they see how you treat them. Then they start learning that stereotypes don't always exist. That you can kill the narrative on somebody believing about how a group of people act based upon your relationship with them yourself. How you treat them when you around them, how you act, and they see how you are as a person. Now, sometimes folk don't want to get to know other people. They just stay happy in their own lane, and that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever get the opportunity, if you have to work with somebody who of a different ethnicity, if you have to live in a neighborhood with somebody, if y'all have y'all cultivate a relationship, then they can see that you are a decent person and that your your skin color don't you shouldn't automatically be uh, 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 you shouldn't automatically be stereotyped because of your skin color. Like, because if you white, you automatically a racist. Or if you a black man, you automatically a thug. Or if you a black woman, you gonna have an attitude and talk with your hands and be all hey and going off on people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have been. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have been you know what I'm saying? We've been programmed to believe this is how we all are, to the point where sometimes we actually start doing this to each other. You know what I'm saying? People become apprehensive to be close to you. They kind of stick to it, stay off of this because of what they might think that you might be or how you actually might be as a person. You know what I'm saying? Just based upon stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I noticed about, like I said, when it comes to taking, it's like we got a lot of jealousy and envy in our community. So a lot of times what people will do, they'll watch your, and this happens to even in your own family. You know what I'm saying? But on YouTube, in the YouTube family, which ain't really no family either, but you know, we are a community. People, a lot of the literal channels like myself and other guys, right? We put out some content, and people watch our content, and they like I said, they just take it and take what you take what you say, and then take it and put it on their own channel, and you be talking about whatever subject you talking about, knowing good and damn well they got the fucking, excuse my language, it's knowing good and well that they had the information or the content that they're talking about from you. You know what I'm saying? And instead of that person just saying, you know what, I didn't really have anything to say, and I saw this one, you know, video, and this young dude or this female or whoever is using the content, content it was, I saw what they were talking about, and it was really interesting, and I was like, I want to give a shout out to them, and I want to talk about it from my own perspective. You know, these niggas are dice you, hide you, don't even bring your name up, and then use your whole content. You know, not word for word, beta for beta, you know what I'm saying? But they know they got the idea from you. How do I know this goes on in our community? It goes on in the music industry. It goes on in business. Okay, it goes on in advertisement, right? I remember I used to work at the store, right? We sold apparel, you know, clothing, you know, mostly tennis shoes. So a lot of apparel. And another store that's opened up around the corner from us, we was downtown Cleveland. I see them Cleveland. We was downtown Cleveland. It's backwards, but it's Cleveland. Because I'm looking at myself. We was downtown Cleveland. And another store, you know, opened up around the corner. And because they wanted to compete with us, they would send like people in, you know, just actually buying shoes. They wasn't buying shit, checking out our prices and our shoe collection, what we were ordering and things of that nature. Because they wanted to see what people was buying, and they didn't want to ask us for it, so they just gonna come in and try to, you know how you do. Get your little hustle on to see what you want to see and get what you want to get. And they knew that the people probably wasn't gonna say, you can come in here and see what we got, and and make your own choice. So they tried to do a slide. They tried to slide, be sly and slick about it. Came in and then just and act like they was buying shoes, but in reality they was simply there just to see what we were selling, so that they could try to compete with us. And ain't nothing changed in the world in this world when it come to people. People still, out for blood, out for what they can get from out the situation. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't. It's a lot of egos in this country, in this world, and amongst our people too. A lot of ego, a lot of egotistical ass people. You know what I'm saying? Won't. I mean, it gets to the point where you ever, like, I remember, this is how bad people are sometimes. Somebody ever rap something to you, and you be like, yeah, he can rap, or whatever. Man, it sound good, can rap, he got a flow to him. And then 2 weeks later, you hear the song on another song, on somebody else rapping it on a video or something, and you be like, that wasn't them. They took a Lil Durk's thing and was spitting it. And we got all hyped about it, and then instead of them just telling us, oh man, that wasn't mine, I just, did Lil Durk's, or I did KRS-One, for our old people who don't know who Lil Durk is. And then keeping it a buck, keeping it 100, right? We don't know how we say that shit. Those lines exist, but nobody's keeping it 100, man. People keeping it, 88.8. What's convincing enough to make people think that they're great. Simple and plain, you know what I'm saying? And then when you call these things out because you see them and it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact there are some YouTubers that watch my channel, you know what I'm saying? And they'll take my content and run with it, And sometimes YouTubers sometimes we can all be on the same page. It might be something going on, we all get the same, content or the same subject matter because it's trending, right? I don't really watch what's trending as much as I want to watch, what I think that we need to know as a people, growing and try in a community, want to do better for our children, put ourselves in positions to be leaders in our own community and to, not to just be, I don't want to say slaves, but I just want to say, I want to say, because I don't want to use that word, but I want to say not sleep to what's really going on around us. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say woke, because the right wing think that people say, only people that say woke is left wing people. And it's like, don't none of y'all own none of them words. That's like saying the LBGTQ T plus community owns the rainbow. They don't own that shit. That shit was here before it was gay people. Before anybody ever said, hey, I'm gay, the rainbow was already in the sky. Okay? It was put there through the universe. It was put there through nature. Does not belong to a certain group of people. It's just stupid how we come up with words and little signals and signs, and then you see it like even like now, where a lot of this stuff when people talk about Illuminati, the first thing they do is they start the pyramid and this and that. A lot of that stuff is African history, ancient African history that has power behind it, right? And unknown power to some people who don't have done the research or who can't do the research because they got books hidden from us, even ancient understandings of certain things that they didn't hid from us that they would never let us have. You know what I'm saying? They can't even tell the truth in the Bible. They keep books from the Bible. So imagine the stuff that they found, the artifacts and stuff that they found that got true history, that they've been hiding that shit forever. They can't take books out the Bible and let you read that shit. So they can try to control the narrative of that. Now, I'll say if they take books out of the Bible, how can you possibly believe what they saying on the news? They won't even tell the truth in religion. They let advertisement come on and lie to you, and you be like, "Oh, that's advertisement." No, they're lying. They're lying. Anytime you put a sandwich on and advertise a sandwich and fries to make it look perfectly delicious, and then the person goes sit in line for 15 minutes waiting to get the same food that they saw because their mind is set on what they saw. And they go and unwrap that sandwich and them fries, and that shit don't look nothing like what you just advertised to me. Then you basically visually lying to me. You're using visuals to lie to me. You know what don't look like this? Why come you don't just cook one regular one and put it together and then show that? Because if I seen how it really looked on a regular basis wrapped up, then I probably wouldn't want this as much as if when I see it on the screen, because you showing me a visual lie. The minute, listen to me, I'm smart enough to know the minute that I know that the news the mainstream media, the TV, the television, that don't even own these advertisements or allowing these people to lie to us visually, you better damn well believe I know they will let anybody else lie to us. Sports, mainstream media, news, they don't give a fuck. They don't care what you say on there. As long as you don't use, you know what I'm saying, FCC laws on it, but you can lie though. You can lie. You can say what you want to say based upon your channel and your political party. Now, do you honestly think as somebody who's, if I was a right wing person, which I'm neither one of these motherfuckers, I know both of them is the same bird. But if I was more of a right wing person, do you honestly think that I could go on CNN and talk positive stuff about any Republican at all? Hell no, they ain't having that. They'll shut me the fuck down. Because that's a Democrat station. How do you know this? Because all CNN do is talk about anything bad from the Republicans. You can pay attention to these people and how they set the whole thing up. This is how you know this is not legitimate news. What we call that back in the day when somebody would take something from somebody else and start saying a little slogan or line? We call it biting. We call it biting, and we got a bunch of biters out here, a bunch of fake people, a bunch of biters, a bunch of people who ain't keeping it, real with themselves and their own community, but they'll tell you they are. They'll tell you they are. Oh, we love the community. It's all about the community. We do. Can't and it won't even be honest about where you get your content from. You'll come sniffing around somebody else's page, take their content, and then I'm gonna say that, and then probably sitting there taking notes. And because you're a bigger channel than a smaller channel, you just robbing them. And the smaller channel ain't supposed to say nothing. He supposed to be quiet and hope he get big one day. While you taking his subscribers, because if you're saying the same thing he's saying, then even though these people are already subscribed to you, they would never even contemplate going to listen to this dude because they think he's repeating what you're saying when you the one robbing him. Same thing in business. That's why everybody go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to no small chain mom and pop store for you know what I'm saying? You go to Walmart, and Walmart just house everybody else's shit, right? Now don't get me wrong, that might be good for some of these people who don't get a chance to put their stuff in certain certain stores, whatever, and they can capitalize on that opportunity. But once you housing warehouses full of shit, you know what I'm saying? And you hold on to all of the, and it's not this Walmart. It's not this ain't this this is just to say, these big corporations take over and suck everybody else out. Same thing with the same thing, and that's the same thing we do in life. You know how you got a family? It's always one kid think they better than everybody else. Then when your mama died, they think they supposed to get everything. Right, mom, she got 3-4 kids, and it's always one child think they the best kid, the favorite kid. He supposed to get everything. Anybody else supposed to get nothing. It's an argument. It's a beef. It's this. You know what I'm saying? And they learn this shit from society, but be swearing they woke. That's why the left use woke to try to tell you. You got to understand every word we get, every word that our community get to say that we woke, we aware, we conscious. They steal it and take it for themselves. We complained about police brutality for years. Now they want to steal it and act like the only people that don't care about police brutality is the right. Like the left always cared about police brutality when it came to black men and women. I lived in this country my whole goddamn life. I was a teenager and a 20-year-old riding up and down these streets in this city, and I knew the left wing or the right wing didn't give a fuck about being woke or black people not being harassed or profiled or whatever else, depending on where we was at or what neighborhood we was in at time of night, or even in the day sometimes. Have I ever been pulled over because I'm driving while I'm black? Hell yeah. I've been on both sides of the I've been behind the wheel getting pulled over while I'm black, and I've been on the passenger side and got pulled over knowing this dude only pulled us over because we driving in their city or community or area or suburb, and my skin color don't match theirs. We have a problem in this country that we may not ever able to fix, because you can't fix people. So you can fix yourself, but you can't fix other motherfuckers. Some people are just sick. Sick with power, sick with no humanity, sick with prejudice. You know what I'm saying? They sick with sticky fingers. You steal everything that ain't still everything that ain't nailed down. Like you go in the kitchen and take everything but the kitchen goddamn sink. And you ain't even respectable when you do it, because you won't even say, hey, this is where I got this from. You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out to them, and y'all go subscribe to them. You got your own subscribers. If you taking other people's content, why not tell them where you're getting it from and tell the other people to subscribe to them? You worried that they won't stop listening to you and unsubscribe to you? YouTube family, these streets in the YouTube is just as bad as the streets for any other streets out here. The drug game, the regular 9-to-5 game, motherfucker running game on people in the job and trying to suck up the people to get better positions. It's all kind of whack crap things going on. Even in religion, in these buildings, everybody wanted. I noticed one dude, all he cared about was how he was gonna get in a position. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the bishop's going to give me a position, and the bishop's going to give me and I'm going to be in a position, and the bishop's going to put you in a position. I was just listening to this dude talk like, what is he talking about? Everybody want power and a name and a label to be something. Nobody want to work hard. Nobody want to sacrifice. Nobody want to do the right thing, and then hopefully you get, you get a blessing from that. No, let's scrounge, let's scandal, let's steal, let's rob, let's put on a bunch of airs and fakes, narratives, and lie to the people, and then guess what? Out of that, we'll become something great. Just going on the family, y'all. I'm out here on the grill today. I'm about to get up out of here with you guys. I'm gonna come back later on doing the live today. Because I'm going to go upstairs to the greenhouse when I close it down. I'm going to go do a live today up in the greenhouse, in the fall garden greenhouse, you know what I'm saying? And you guys can rock with me in. If you stayed to the end, Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about gardening on this channel. We'll be talking about everything consciously, trying to grow in every area of our lives. Okay, and so I'm gonna be showing off some more of the garden today. Today I just want to have a conversation about these YouTube streets, how the YouTube streets is a replica of the streets out here in these streets, and how our community, you know what I'm saying, needs to do better by each other. Okay, all right, family. As always, keep growing and grow big. All right, peace.